When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back, looking for help. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Georgia's offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to throw, it's Hout. Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
And the Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Toss to the outside. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, this guy's a backup maybe for a reason, because on his first carry of the game, he puts the ball on the ground. If you don't have ball security, your coaching staff doesn't trust you to get it done.
Off the RPO, complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a chip. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted deep in his own end. Trying to on the great return to improve this field position.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge. The defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That fumble in crust territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Here's the handoff. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Grab near the sticks. It's Williams.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Scanning the field, it's Hout. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He's got his man across the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
Wants to go up top. He wants it all. Touchdown, Georgia! Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Caught over the middle, it's Thomas. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Sooners will hustle to the line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Sooners send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. 1st and 10 coming up. Might as well give it to him again.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, That is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And they wrap him up, but not down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Houck. Going downfield for the big play. Brings it down on the right side. Touchdown, Dogs! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Utah is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social and already seen a couple of recruits change their minds. They're trailing by 14 to West Virginia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll keep it himself. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Second down. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They're setting up the screen. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Sooners will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Bryant. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got his man downfield. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field.
Lost one deep down the right side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Give to the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Hout. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Got the quick pass. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And the Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Handoff to the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Defense in press coverage. Makes the grab on 3rd. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Breaks into the open. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The Sooners are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the...
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooner!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Houck. Here's a heat. Finds his tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Pass interference, defense.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Motion from the back. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Using his feet to buy time. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Georgia Tech pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Ramblin' Wreck players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the 1st half. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And start this 1st half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Quick strike offense offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create.
He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to pass, it's Hout. He's going for it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Complete downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And he'll need to show off some leg strength 58 yards out and trying to bend it in from the right side. Splits the uprights. It's good. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive results in a field goal.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it so much easier, and he does right there.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for a deep man. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. 3rd down play from the gun. Dumps it off in the flats. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And here comes the punt team. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Looking for a man, it's Hout. The quick out. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Turning it on. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. 42 spike. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game. Love the decision to go for it here. You're playing at home. It's early in the game. You're sending a clear message to your guys offensively that we're going to go get this thing cranked up and started right.
And this crowd loves it. They want to go for it.
Touchdown Sooners! Fit it in the window for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. The throw to the outside is complete. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Hout. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play is over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. When you used to be able to make that play years ago, you're not doing it here in big-time college football. Not good.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. They'll run it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. DB's right up on the receivers. The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Dropping back, it's Hout. Got it in the middle, it's Gentry. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Fires to the big fella.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
Nigga.
Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Smith. There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at him. They're right back up.
And here's the third interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Quickly complete. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to throw, it's Houck. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late, you're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing him throw it vertically downfield.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. That's why you never assume the first guy's going to make the tackle, and you have to keep running to the football.
Man, it's something you highlight every single week in defensive meetings. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Take the correct angle. Nice job. First guy misses. Second guy gets him on the ground, forces the 4th down, throws that fist up in the air.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
That's my whole goddamn thing.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to pass. It's Hout. Shoots it to the left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. Trying to find the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Utah is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social and already seen a couple of recruits change their minds. They're trailing by 24 to West Virginia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That's reeled in. It's Hall. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll run it from the gun. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Back to pass, it's Howe. Finds his target down the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Georgia! And the pummeling has started. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, a lot of space. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Now from inside the red zone. Here's the pressure. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Finds his big tight end. You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
Under fire. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. The give as they work on that clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
On the snap, it's Gentry. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And Man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Caught in the backfield, it's Hall. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The corners are walked up tight. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Quickly to the tight end. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. To the air, it's Houck. Here comes the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.